Hey, what's up, everybody? It is I, TJ, co-host of the Now Mind You podcast, back again with a new review of the latest chapter of Tokyo Revengers by Ken Wakui. Today, we'll be looking at chapter 276, titled Get Over. There will be spoilers ahead. Where do we leave off? Say it ain't so. Sorry about my poor singing. But RIP to a real one. Everybody's devastated. Shout out Takemichi. Let's get into a quick summary. Picking up right where last week's chapter left off, it is confirmed that Takemichi has indeed perished. But wait, it looks like Mikey's tears were able to trigger a leap. Let's get into a review. It looks like Season 2, first and foremost, is dropping in January 2023. And it's going to go into that Black Dragon / Christmas arc, so get excited for that. There will be some fights. Also, the introduction of the Taiju family. Shout out dysfunctional families. The emotions in those initial panels, everybody's crying. Everybody. Also, the amount of blood that has pulled around Takemichi's lifeless body is just scary. I was just trying to keep this from happening. The only reason I've been pushing you away is so this wouldn't happen, okay? Again, prison could have been an alternative solution, or therapy, or hunting, or being a butcher. I don't know at this point. Interesting that the tear was a trigger for the leap, but I had to give a call back to one of my predictions from last week, and I quote, "I don't think we've ever seen what a leap looks like outside the point of view of the leaper. It would make sense if this is an apparent death in this timeline, and then Takemichi is already in the process of making changes in another, which would mean there would then be some type of chapter where everyone's memories get reconciled." That's essentially what we got this time. Dinosaur PJ's Takemichi is adorable. Mikey-kun stabbed me and I must have died. That's a fucked up thing to realize on any level. Also, not the first death at the hands of Mikey. Young Baji is abrasive as hell, but as we have all come to realize, very protective of his friends. Still, he didn't hesitate to clock, pun intended, Takemichi on sight. Come on now, it had to warm your heart to see Baji, Emma, Shinichiro, and even a scarless, unwarped Haruchio, but to a lesser extent for Haruchio. Let's get into my predictions and questions. I think a lot of this has to be framed while keeping in mind the manga is scheduled to end this month, November 2023 as of this recording. I'm sorry, 2022. Jesus. November 2022 as of this recording. Are we going to see a young Draken? 2. What about Takeyomi, Senju, Wakase, and Benkei, etc.? Right? Also Kakucho. Thank you, Creepy Kid, for reminding me last week, right? Why did the leap go so far back in time? My guess is to potentially give us some sort of a happy ending with this curse being broken. He leaped back far enough to potentially prevent, if everything goes right during the go-around, some of the key events that led to this curse manifesting. However, is that really a clean way that will allow a lot of loose ends to be tied up? How would this timeline clean up the loose end of the initial shove onto the tracks? Also, if it goes this route, Hanma essentially served no purpose other than chaos on the field. And then, if we go by movie time travel rules, shout out Back to the Future, and they pursue this hypothetical, Shinichiro's meeting with Takemichi has been overwritten already by this chapter, right? So then, there's no transfer of the ability. Can he continue to leap? Mikey's memories have been reconciled, so has the curse just been brought over to 1998? Time traveling is messy. Also, what does the cleanup look like on the timeline we just left? Looking forward to next week. All in all, the chapter was somewhat of a needed tug on the heartstrings with a happy ending. I can't wait to read everyone else's thoughts. As always, shout out to and thanks Creepy Kitten, Guts Guy, Riolu, and Moonfox. Big shout out to the Manga Katana community. Thank you everyone for giving this a watch and a listen. If you like what you're hearing, hit up the main podcast and give it a follow at Now Mind You Pod. That's NOWMINDYUPOD on Instagram. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you like what I'm doing, hit me up. Tuss4Skate on Instagram. TUSS4_SKAT. Thank you all. Peace.